So she still feels that she's their mother.
Oh yeah,
Is it the case that the hen thinks that they're wee chickens?
that's correct.
Or do the wee ducks think they're wee chickens?
No, I think the ducks know who they are. They're heading for the water.
You
but
think
the
so?
hen, I think they do. Aye.
And this fellow says to me, he says, oh, he says, do you think that the eagle would have prevailed in Donegal at that time? And I was saying to myself, well, whatever, but the eagle, if we want to look into the story, you get a lot of faults.
There's lots of past parts of the story that are harder to swallow than the eagle. Did you know that, Willie? The Latin prayers work for the weather.
He has to believe me.
Have you listened to him? Have you listened to him? You'd listen to a lot.
Still don't believe me.
Wee bit of ginger in that.
There is, yes. Mixed spice, yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at all those people looking down my throat out there.
I know, they're waiting to get, they can't wait to get in, you know.
Are they not doing exactly the same thing?
If long ago the people who first named the place I'm in today had stood where I'm standing in order to do so, then the chances are they'd have named it after a bird. Because I'm up here in the realm of the ravens and the soaring golden eagles. And looking down, I can see the kind of far-off things those winged creatures must take for granted. But those distant namers were gazing upward at this place from the ground below, and described the kind of animal that came to mind. A creature whose inability to fly is legendary. Welcome to Muckish Mountain in the north of County Donegal. Muckish is a reference in the Irish language to the mountain's resemblance to a pig's back. In metric terms, it stands at a devilish 666 metres. But that translates to a much more benign 2,185 feet in old money. It's the sheer bulk and distinctive shape of Muckish that makes it such an iconic aspect of Donegal's landscape, and it's been the dominant feature on the horizon of the people who've lived in its shadow for thousands of years. In the nearby village of Creeslough, that horizon has been recreated as a place of worship by the celebrated architect Liam McCormick, whose gleaming homage to the mountain's outline is also perhaps a reflection of the role it has played in the lives and indeed the livelihoods of the local population. Yes, for all its wild and remote and at times forbidding air, Muckish is a people mountain. And I'm not just referring to the shepherds, turf cutters and ramblers who frequent its gentler slopes. Nowadays, a winding laneway will bring you well nigh above the cloud line. Still some distance from the summit, mind you, but up to the point where, remarkably, stone cutters from ancient times have been at work, leaving themselves apparently an unimaginably difficult task. How to get this millstone they had cut down what would have been a trackless mountainside to where it could be used to grind the corn that had been cut at Creeslough. Manus Mc Fadden doesn't claim to have the solution to that problem, but he is, as far as he knows, the first person from the modern age to find this stone. Have you any idea at all, or have archaeologists been able to tell you how old this is, when this was done?
No. If you look at how much the bog is formed up on it, and there's even lichen growing.
But I think that age there is broken. Do you see here?
It is. Well, that's the reason. This one here was dressed on the rock,
Aye.
and he was just ready to take it off, and it broke.
You can just imagine the annoyance of that man whenever it broke on him at the
But that's right. You can imagine the annoyance, but you can imagine now if we had this dressed,
Aye.
taking it.
Well,
right there.
that's the next question I was going to ask you. I mean, we came up and we have the benefit of motorised transport for a good bit of the journey.
For further
but
than what we
it's
know.
very rough terrain. We didn't even get over that wee stream to get to here. How would they do it?
How would they do that? I mean, you can say horse and car. Well, it wouldn't be easy getting a horse and cart in, you know. And why? Because maybe it's not that unusual a stone.
Yeah.
That there's bound to be stuff closer
near hand
to the coast or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Without the benefit of expert archaeological opinion, the millstone, if indeed that was what it was